Louisiana beer reviews. Calcasieu Common from Crying Eagle Brewing Company of Lake Charles, Louisiana. Alright, Calcasieu Common is 5.4% alcohol, 36 international bitterness units. This is the first video review for this beer in the world, which pretty much the case for all these Crying Eagle beers with me. I don't know if you can get it in your area. Chances are you can't. It's sold around here, like I was saying in the last video for the Crying Eagle. Seems like a lot of the craft beers from out of state and imported beers have been chased off the shelves by Louisiana craft beers, which is good for us. We can try them all and enjoy them, and might be bad for somebody doing a video review channel though, because I can review a bunch of beers that you can't probably get, and so you know, people may not be interested in watching them. You know how that goes. Off-white head, very thick in this Anchor Steam type beer, ale, lager hybrid thing. Everybody like Catahoula Common from Gnarly Barley in Hammond, Louisiana. We got this Calcasieu Common. And the most famous, the original craft beer Anchor Steam from 1971. They're revamped. That's the revamped Anchor Steam. So it's amber, crackling head, good amount of bubble streams. A lot of bubbles, pretty fierce bubble action actually, and I can't really tell if it's got sediment. No, it's just hazy. No, it's just hazy. But their beers don't seem to be too filtered, okay? Oh, that is rich malt. Rich malt. Now the other one had that stinging barley that was kind of a little off-putting, a little too rich barley malt. The previous Crying Eagle, the golden ale. But this is like toast, you know, when you make toast and the crust on it, and probably white bread, maybe not whole wheat bread, which is what I've been eating lately, whole wheat bread. But I think I'm gonna get some white bread the next time. All right. The taste is the same, very toasty, toasted malt, sweetness, bread crust. Medium body and crisp finish. It does kind of remind me of Anchor Steam, and it reminds me of the time I had it on draft in 2006 in San Francisco at that Italian restaurant at Fisherman's Wharf. I can't remember the name of it. Sort of with a T. I can't, but it's on the corner and it's upstairs. Like I think you had to go upstairs to go in the restaurant. They had really good coffee and Anchor Steam on draft. With the Dungeness crab, dynamite. Now people say, well, Fisherman's Wharf, that's just like a tourist area. Yeah, but I mean, I was a tourist, so it worked. From what I read, that used to be kind of like a rundown dump part of town that it's one of those urban renewal things. They made it into a tourist area, sort of like the French Quarter, which back in the 1940s and 50s it was just like a dumpy part of New Orleans with some dive bars, strip joints, and some nice restaurants but the whole area had kind of fallen on hard times, and you could get houses, you could buy a house back then pretty cheap, but then they revitalized it. Now it's the French Quarter. Yeah. Actually, I was talking to a guy one time that grew up in the French Quarter. And there is an elementary school there. In Bukhari, middle of the quarter. Alright, so that's a very good beer. Crisp finish. I love the roastiness. Kind of reminds me of Third Shift Lager from Miller Coors, but that one is a little sweeter than this one. This one's more roasted, so this one's better. I think this one would be a solid A. An A. A most excellent beer. Laissez le bon temps roulé. An A beer. Calcasieu Common. I have another Louisiana product, Zapp's potato chips. New Orleans kettle style voodoo. Call me a liar, you knew. Voodoo. Sorry, I ain't no Ronnie James Padavona. All right, Zapp's, established in Gramercy, Louisiana on U.S. Highway 61 northbound, now owned by Utz Quality Foods of Hanover, Pennsylvania. I remember when Zapp's first started around 1980. I think it was 85, it might have been 83, whatever. Everybody loved these kettle cooked chips. It was so different than what we were used to, and then it became a big hit. When Mr. Zapp died, going on 10 years ago, his family didn't want to run it, so Utz came in and bought him out. And there are wonderful potato chips from Pennsylvania. I went on a tour of a potato chip factory at Hers, H-E-R-R' Hers, in southern Pennsylvania, southeastern Pennsylvania. Fabulous. Right along U.S. Highway, right off of U.S. Highway 1, maybe a mile north of Maryland border, 2 miles. And I'll take one a lot. Like, I mean, some of it is very congested. Like, you drive across Philadelphia on U.S. Highway 1, it might take you half the day, seem like. But you can get stuck on Interstate 95 in Philadelphia and take you half the day. But one, you can take it from like New York, the Bronx, and then kind of goes through the urban part of New Jersey. You can see a lot of different restaurants and liquor stores, and go through Pennsylvania and kind of go in through Maryland, through Baltimore, down into D.C., Washington, D.C. Now once I get to D.C., then I'll cut across on other highways. And it's kind of a nice little corridor there, the old corridor. I mean, like really old. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching this beer and delicious potato chip review. We have winners. We have winners. And y'all come on down to Louisiana. Specifically, southeastern Louisiana.